Hello everyone, today we're gonna make this so when the mouse goes on the container the image appears. So without further ado, let's get started. So first we're gonna create the container, and I'm gonna call that box, and let's set the width of the box to 100%. And let's set the height to 200 pixels, and then let's set the background color. Let's do teal. Okay, so next we're gonna create the texts that go inside the box. So let's do another div and give it a class. Let's call that text, and then you can say contact here, close the tag, let's give the second one the same class, give us a call. Okay, so now we can see the text here. Okay, so next we want to position these two texts, and here we're gonna use Flexbox. So we use Flexbox to position items based on an axis. So to use Flexbox, we set display flex to the container, and now we can see the texts are next to each other, and that means we have an axis here, and then these two texts are on this axis. And we want these texts to be on top of each other or to be aligned vertically. So in order to do that, we want to put the axis not horizontally but vertically. So in order to do that, we want to say flex direction, and then we want to set that to column. So now we can see these two texts are aligned vertically, not horizontally. Okay, so now we have an axis here, but we want to move the axis to the middle. So in order to do that, we want to say align items, and then we want to set that to center. So now our axis is here in the middle, so that's why these two texts are now in the middle. And then we to specify how elements should be positioned on the axis, we want to say justify content, and here we want to set that to space evenly. When we say justify content space evenly, what that means is that the space here and the space here and the space here are all the same. Another example is if we do center, obviously the text will come to the center. but here we want to do space evenly. Okay, so that looks good. And let's change the color of the text to white. So color, we set that to white, and that's good. All right, so we're done with the text, and then we're gonna move on to creating our background image. And pretty sure there are many other ways, but this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna say div, and then I want to give it a class of bg image, and then for the educational purpose, I want to say put some dummy text here. So image goes here. Okay, so now, and then just to make it clear, let's set the border for the element. So bg image, and then we want to say border 1 pixel solid. Just to make it clear, I'm gonna say red so that it's easier to see. Okay, so so now this element that is going to become our background image is here, positioned relative to the text above, and we don't want that. So what we want to do is we want to say set position relative to the container, and for our background image I want to say position absolute. Okay, so now because of that, we so now this element that is going to become a background image is now positioned not relative to these two texts, but relative to its container, so the box. Okay, and then obviously we set all these Flexbox settings, so what that means is that this element is also going to be positioned accordingly. So yeah, so now because this element, our background image, has position absolute, now we can move around or change the size of the element relative to its nearest parent whose position is not static. So the parent has position relative, so we can move around this element or change the size of this element relative to its container now. So for example, if I say top 0, what that means is that the top of the element is now aligned to the top of its container. And if we say left 0, then the left of the element is now aligned to the left of its container, and the same goes to bottom or right. Okay, so here we want our background image to take up the whole space, right? So what we want to do is do all of that. So we want to do top 0, right 0, and then bottom 0, and then left 0. So now the element of the top is aligned to the, what did I say? The top of the element is now aligned to the top of its container. The right edge of the element is now aligned to the right edge of its container, and the same goes to the bottom and the left. So now that I hope that makes sense. So now our background image takes up the whole space, so that's good. All right. So now let's actually set the image. So for this, I'm going to use Unsplash. So Unsplash.com allows us to get random image with our specified size. So I'm gonna do just 1,200. Copy the URL, and then we want to set the background image here. So background, and then URL, and we just want to put the URL here. Okay, so now we have the background image. So now the problem is that the image is on top of the texts, and we want text to be on top of the image. And the reason why the image is on top of the text is because so this image is has position absolute. So elements that do have position set, not to static, so here this one has absolute, come on top of elements that do not have position set. So that's why the image is on top of the text, because the image has position absolute, but the texts do not have position set. So this text and this text has position static. So that's why the image is on top. So to fix this problem, we want to use z-index. So what we want to do is, first I'm going to write the code. So what we want to do is set z-index 1 to the text, and now we can see the text on top of the image. So the z-index 1 is stronger than elements that do not have z-index set. So that's why now the texts are on top of the image, because the image does not have z-index. But for example, if we set z-index 2 to image, obviously 2 is bigger than 1, so z-index 2 is stronger than z-index 1. So in this case, the image obviously goes on top of the text. But in this case, we want the text to be on top of the image. Okay, so this is looking good. Alright, so I think I'm gonna wanna delete the dummy text here. Okay, so if we look at our demo, first the background is blue, and then mouse goes on the box, the image appears. So what we want to do here is we want to set opacity 0 to our image. Opacity 0 is 100% transparent, so we cannot see the image. but if opacity is 1, then it's not transparent at all, so we can see the image 100% clearly. Okay, so first we want to set opacity to 0 because we don't want the image first. And then what we want to do is when mouse goes on the container, or the mouse hovers the container, then we want to change the opacity of the background image to change from 0 to 1. Okay, so hope this works. When the mouse goes on the container, the image appears. Great, because the opacity of the image changes from 0, 100% transparent, to 1, not transparent at all. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is right now the image appears like all of a sudden, but we want the image to appear gradually. So what we want to do is we want to say transition opacity 0.3 seconds, for example. So here what that means is that the property opacity of this element will change taking 0.3 seconds. So it takes 0.3 seconds for the opacity of this element to transition from whatever value to whatever value. Okay, so when the mouse goes on top, the image appears, but now it appears gradually. In our case, taking 0.3 seconds. So we don't want the border red now, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, save. And that's it. If you have any comments, please leave your comments below. Thank you.